In the uncertainty of this year, one thing remains constant: Meewasin's commitment to educating youth, enhancing community spaces and improving the quality of life for visitors and communities of Saskatoon and area. Here with some words about how important Meewasin has been to the community and him personally is our good friend Eric Anderson.
Hello, my name is Eric Anderson and I live here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I am a huge fan of all things Meewasin. I've been fortunate to live in many different places, not only within Canada, but in Europe as well. And I think what we have with the river cutting through our city is just amazing. And the more that we can make that accessible for people to realize just how close our community is with nature. It's not something that you have to travel 8 or 10 hours to go to the mountains to experience nature. We can experience it right here within our city. I think that's wonderful. To hear that there's going to be more developments downtown is wonderful news, because there are just so many, I think, health benefits, not only physical health benefits, but mental health benefits as well, for people to get outside and explore nature. And the easier you can do that, the more conducive you can make that for people to get out on the boardwalk and explore along the river. And I was speaking with a friend the other day about just the importance of reconnecting with nature, and especially now because we have maybe more time in our lives to do that, how important that is. And to have spots like Cranberry Flats, like Beaver Creek, like the Swale, to have places like that, you know, within such easy access of people living in Saskatoon is amazing. And I feel very lucky, and we're so lucky. But what I hope people don't forget is that you know, all these areas are taken care of by a wonderful organization in Meewasin, and the physical benefits of getting outside are numerous. But I really think, especially in these challenging times, that the mental health side of it as well is really, really big. So I'm very thankful for Meewasin. I'm very thankful that they do take care of places like behind me here at Cranberry Flats, because one of the highlights of my week is being able to come out here and go for a hike. So yeah, very thankful for Meewasin. That's so important. I think developing that connection at a young age, I think just carries on up through adulthood as well. And there's so many fun ways to connect with nature thanks to Meewasin, through education programs. I know, like the last time I was out of Beaver Creek, there were so many kids just having a great time watching the chickadees come to their hand and take the seed. Like that's amazing. And it's, you know, if you're 5 or 6 years old, you're gonna remember that, and hopefully that instills a lifelong love of nature. And again, without Meewasin, that doesn't happen. I don't see a lot of kids, you know, walking down Broadway Avenue looking for chickadees and hoping that they come and feed them. Like we need organizations like Meewasin to provide that education for young kids, so that they can realize just how important our relationship is with nature. And because we live in a city of 300,000 people, it doesn't mean that we can't have that important connection. And again, without Meewasin, Meewasin plays such an important role, and I really admire the educational aspects of the organization that connect with kids of all ages, but especially when they're young. And then to provide them not only with the education, but then with the experiences as well. Like, that's huge. That's just a really big thing. It's one thing to have someone come to your classroom and teach you about maybe Cranberry Flats, but to actually come out to this place, or to come out to Beaver Creek and experience it, like that's amazing. So I wish I would have had that when I was 5, 6, 7 years old growing up. So I envy the kids that get to experience that now, and hopefully it breeds a lifelong love of nature. There's so many different ways that you can help, whether it is through volunteering, whether it is through making a donation, whether it's like, there's so many different things that you can do. That I know sometimes maybe people think, oh, I wouldn't know what to do or where to begin. But I think what's great about Meewasin is that you can make a call or send an email or send a tweet and say, hey, I want to become more involved. How can I do that? And you're gonna hear from a person, which is really, really nice. You're not gonna get an automated response or anything like that. You're actually gonna have a conversation with people. And then I know for me, that started a really wonderful relationship that's been going on for the past 6 years, and is going to go on for a long, long time, because I really truly admire and appreciate the work that Meewasin does for our community, connecting people with nature, and I think that's important, and I don't want that to stop.
Thank you, Eric, for sharing such wonderful stories. And this is just another example of how Meewasin really impacts individuals on a personal and a community basis, both mental and physical well-being, especially showing that our trails have recorded more than double the number of trail visits compared to last year. Visit www.meewasin.com to help support the dedicated stewards of the River Valley this Giving Tuesday. Thank you.